Hello Aquarius, Goddess Tiffany Rose is back once again with another video. I am so happy to be here to do your 7-day reading. I just felt I was sitting or getting ready to start recording my videos, and I went and took a bath and tried to get myself together and cleanse myself, purify myself. And I was asking the divine, and God said, God, what do you have for me to say to everybody? Like, give me something. Give me, help me. I need you to speak through me so that I can be able to give some messages of encouragement, hope, love, And the one word that God showed me for Aquarius was create. And he reminded me that I had this piece that I bought a little while ago to remind me to create, to believe in my abilities, my artistic abilities, my intuition, my ability to create and manifest and innovate, to be the rebel, the originator. Aquarius is like, they are the ones to determine if something's hot or not, and if something's hot, they're going to be the first ones to put it out. Okay. So we definitely like to be individual, and we set the trends. We are the trendsetters. And that was the word that God gave me for Aquarius, was to create. So I am going to shuffle some cards, some tarot, some oracle cards, just to expound on this for everyone, because sometimes this can mean different things in certain individuals' lives. Before I begin, just know that this is a general reading for the collective. This is not a specific reading. So if some things in this reading do not apply, or nothing in this reading applies, that's fine. Come back next time for another video, or check out another video that I have to see if something that resonates with you. Please use your own intuition, your own gut feeling. Do not make any haste decisions or calls based off just this video. Use your own mind and intuition to make the best sound decisions and judgments for your personal life. Okay? All right, so let's pray. Dear God, divine, my source, my king, my strength, my provider, my everything. I am asking you, oh God, to speak through me, to use me as a tool, to use me as a mouthpiece so that you can speak through me, oh God. Not my words, but your words, oh God. Use my cards, use my tools to be able to show me your signs, your symbols, your things you want us to know, things you want us to reveal. Show me, oh God. Touch the hearts of each person who is watching my video. Bless them. Encourage them. Surround them with your protection and surround them with your love. Protect this video's energy. Protect me, oh God. Thank you for everything that you are doing and everything that you are doing in our lives. Thank you that everything will be okay and we'll be able to make it another day. Thank you. And I'm so grateful for you. Okay, so let's begin. So I'm going to just start with a basic Rider's Waite, and then I'll be moving on to probably some other cards, but we're just going to begin with the Rider's Waite. Well, the Spirit just called me to use another deck. Okay, I'm listening. Sometimes I be thinking I'm gonna go one way, and it'd be like, no, we're gonna try something else. So I'm like, okay, I'm with it. I'm moving with the flow. Okay, so this God is pointing me to speak. Let's see, our Afro Goddess, the Afro Goddess tarot cards. Okay, let's see if you can take a look at that. That's it. I like to show my decks, because some videos I be watching, they don't tell what decks they're using, and they just irks me. Because I'm like, well, what if I want to get that deck? Or what if I want to refer to what you're reading, or, you know, have a reference to it? And I don't have anything. You're just, you know, pulling cards out the air. But I like to show my cards. I like to show them. And so I'm not selfish with what I use. I like to share too, because that also helps other creators, those of the individuals who create the cards too. And their masterpieces and creations to be shown across the world. Okay, so I'm just pulling out some cards here. So already we have, let's see here. We have the reverse Hierophant. This is the reverse Six of Wands. We have a reverse Goddess of Pentacles. Okay. So we got a couple of reverses here from my Aquarius. Nothing wrong with that. It's just things that we have to observe and work on and pay attention to. And we have a reverse Hangman. Okay. And if you hear some footsteps in the back, that's just my baby Sugar wanting to go outside in 100-degree weather, which I refuse. So she's just looking at me at the door like, Mom, can I go out? And I'm like, no, till the sun goes down, sweetie. Okay, we have a reverse Magician, and we have a Seven of Wands, and I'm going to pull two more. Daughter of Swords, and we have a God of Cups reverse. Okay, so let's see, Spirit, what are you trying to reveal to us? A part of me is feeling like, for my Aquarius individuals, that starting with this reverse Goddess of Pentacles, for some of us, our money is kind of low. It's kind of low, kind of tapped out. Our savings, maybe we had to use for emergency because of, you know, COVID or job loss or things costing more money. And so it's kind of like, well, how am I supposed to create if I don't have the resources available? Things are kind of tight right now. So I feel like you're kind of in limbo where you can't really take too much action. I feel like you're up in your emotions about it as well, in your head, but because I see the Daughter of Swords and the reverse Magician, so it feels like you're not really using the tools that are already in your hand to create. It's like you're waiting on your resources. Like, okay, well, if I had the money to do da 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 da, I'll be able to do da 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 da. I'll have the money. You know, if I had the money, I'll be able to create the things that I want to create. But I don't have the resources, and so you're kind of stuck. It's like there's no movement. I see the reverse Six of Wands. So yeah, it's like you have the passion to do it, but it's stagnant. It's very stagnant. It's like you're not letting your light shine. You see the light that's behind her head, the sun? So she's letting it graze upon her. She's floating through the air, the clouds. She has her wand. She has a fire in her hand. She's ready to make something happen. She's ready to take action. But for us, it's reverse. So our flame has kind of died out. It's kind of died out here. I see her that she's looking back. And as you see, she's looking back at the growth. If you can take a look here, there's plants and seeds and things growing, right? And it's almost kind of like she's walking away from it. She has on green, surrounded by green. Green is nature. Green is Mother Nature. It's earth energy, right? But this is a fire card, right? And I feel like it's a little bit of uncertainty. Like, is this going to grow? Is my passion, is the things that I'm working on, or is the dreams or things that I want to achieve, is that really going to happen? Is this going to get any bigger? Or is it just going to stay stagnant like that? That's kind of how I see it. It's like, I really want this to grow. I really want this to take off. But I feel stuck. I feel like I don't have either the passion or the drive or the resources. Yeah. The confidence. It's like, it's a little bit of procrastination here, I'm seeing. It's like, you know what to do. You know, that's the source. It's like, you know what to do. But you're waiting for everything to fall in your lap and all the pieces to be laid out, like you know the whole plan. And you're not going to know the whole plan. You just kind of have to like walk by faith and trust. And what seems like nothing in your hand is the very small seed that you need to begin. For something large, like a fruit tree, it starts with a seed. Guess how tiny a seed is? Just like this, like very, very tiny, like minute. It's smaller than just this stone. It's like a percentage of this, right? And to you, it looks like nothing. This is nothing. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, how can I create this big thing, this big idea, and this whole dream I have with just this little thing? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? But you would be surprised if you look at things in a different perspective. Know that you have everything in your hand that you need to begin. Whether that is writing a business plan, whether that is networking, using your voice to talk, to negotiate, to reach out, whether that's using the internet to study and do research on how to do this, whether that's connecting with somebody who's already doing it and seeing if they have any connects or willing to share. Whether it's just taking a little bit of seed that you have left to invest, to start with, okay, well, God, I only have, for example, $100. How am I start a business with $100, right? So what do? Well, let's start with selling 2 shirts, right? Seriously, we're going to sell 2 shirts at like $30, $40 a piece, right? So if you start small, you'll be able to grow. But you have to start at the bottom level. A lot of us try to climb to the top and thinking, oh, if I got to have it like this because so-and-so is doing it like this. We're looking at everybody else instead of looking at our own lane and what God has for us, our own journey, our own path. Right? Anything else, Spirit, that you want to share with my Aquarius? Reverse Ace of Swords. Yeah, I just see a stagnation energy. It's like it's so hard for me to begin. It's a lot of self-defeat and a lot of negative talking I'm hearing. I've also see somebody having some dreams, a few nightmares, and it's kind of got you on edge, little like, what the heck is that about? Like, what is this about? And it's got you kind of scared to act or wondering, are you doing the right thing? And Spirit is saying, yes, you are doing the right thing. You are on the right path. I just need you to go forward. I need you to go forward and not operate in fear. One thing, you'll realize when you start to do the will of God or the will for your life, or if you're on the right journey, you'll start picking up some resistance and some negative energy or entities. The energy, some people, some spirits are not going to like the fact that you are taking matters into your own hands. You're picking up the sword and you're knowing who you are. You're becoming more confident and secure yourself. And so certain energies is going to creep in that's going to try to discourage you, to put fear in your heart, to put anxiety in your heart, to question yourself. But guess what? Who has a sword in their hand? You do. You have it. And it's time to start swinging it. It's time to start connecting with the divine above, connecting with the universe, connecting with God, and trusting everything's going to be okay. I am confident in myself. I know who I am. I know whose I am. I know who I belong to. I know my purpose. I know my plan. I know. The Sun card. If you take action on that, if you begin to know yourself and walk in your divine calling and you plant the seed, I'm telling you, you will begin to blossom. You will begin to grow. Your light, your inner light will begin to beam from you. You will no longer be in this self-doubt, this self-defeat. You'll be able to walk in your own purpose, your own calling. Do not worry about societal's norms, traditions. You're not a traditional person, okay? I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. Allow your emotions to flow. Allow your love to flow, your light to flow. Don't be scared of your light. Do not be afraid of your light. I'll try to zoom in a little bit so you can see some here. I see that for somebody's coming, well, I just spoke to me that somebody's healing from a heartbreak, where I see this reverse God of Cups. You will begin to heal again. You are healing again. Trust the healing process. This could have been a water sign. You probably have water sign in your chart. Could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you are healing again. You're healing. You're in the process of healing. And everything is going to be okay. Things will work in your favor. It's a matter of trusting yourself. Trusting your gifts. Taking action. The Hangman reverse is coming out of that stagnant place that you've been in, that limbo, that isolation, and taking movement, taking action. And I think a part of it that you were in the Hangman position previously is because of finances, but also personal relationships that didn't really work in your favor. This may apply to some, this may not apply to all. Or even complications. If you're single, complications in a previous relationship or connection or partnership, or if you're in a relationship, complications in your current relationship. Okay? But either way, there was some emotions and pain or turmoil or anger, or the emotions is kind of over the place. But I see a new beginning. I see healing. I see communication. I see forgiveness. I see releasing and letting go. That way you can take charge and walk in your divine light and walk in your divine purpose. Okay? All right, so we're going to see if we can pull from a different deck. I hope that resonates for some, not all. Everything is going to be okay, Aquarius. Everything. I know it's very hard, very challenging right now, but I promise you, if you just hang in there, it's going to be all right. I'm just listening for God to tell me which direction to go now. Okay, I'm going to pull from my soul truth. This is the self-awareness card deck. Okay. What message do you have, oh God? Who am I ready to forgive? That is the card that was pulled. Who am I ready to forgive? This was reminding me of that reverse King of Cups that we had, and that Ace of Cups, letting go. So it sounds like part of the stagnation is from a pain in your heart that someone or something has caused, whether it's an unrequited love, whether it's someone not being honest or not being loyal, or just a feeling of just pain from a lot of individuals who just did not see your worth and value. Okay, so it says, I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. Is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? Today's soul action. Write a forgiveness letter, then practice the Ho'oponopono prayer today. I'm not sure what that is. You might want to Google it. But if you want, you could just say your own prayer, okay? Today, while thinking of the person you are ready to forgive, I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I like that. And I like how they say, think of the person you are ready to forgive. Because we have to draw in that person's energy. A lot of times when we get hurt, when our heart is broken, when we're disappointed, we put up this barrier. We detach, for most of us Aquarius, to stop and numb the pain. Because we don't want to feel that pain. So we immediately kind of block the person. We detach. Sometimes we get to a place where it's really, really bad, where we don't even consider them alive or even existing. It's like they are pretty much, what's the saying, dead to us, which is a terrible, terrible saying. But that's the place that we do in order, like, to self-protect, self-preservation, to not feel or remember or try to remember the damage that they caused and done, so that we can be able to try to go on with our life. And it's basically kind of sweeping dirt under the rug, and you're constantly just sleeping. And eventually that pile is going to get big enough to where you can't ignore this big pile of crap under this rug. You're going to have to go under it and clean it out. You're going to have to go under it, sweep it out, and properly dispose of it. And that's the same way that we have to do with our pain, with our disappointments, with our frustrations, our anger, our unforgiveness. We have to go through the process of releasing, which is going through the process of forgiving yourself and also forgiving the other person. So one may ask, well, why they're the one who did me wrong? Like they cheated on me, or they lied, or they were not honest, or so forth. And yeah, you have to forgive them for what they did. But then this also applies to the person that beats themselves so that says, well, why did I trust them? I should have trusted my intuition. I should have knew something was going on. Why did I give them another chance? And then you start to beat yourself up. So at that point, that is a room to forgive yourself. Because sometimes we're not going to always get it right. Sometimes we're not going to act on our intuition. Sometimes we really want to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? But sometimes we can be wrong, right? People make mistakes. Things happen. People are human, right? We have imperfections. So that is the point when we realize this, that we are human beings, that we do make mistakes, that we have to be ready to forgive them, but also forgive ourselves. Not saying that you have to take them back and tolerate the crap that people put you through. No, establish your boundaries, put up your protection, put your antennas up. Don't allow somebody to just treat you any kind of way, but also be gentle with yourself. That, okay, I didn't see this coming, or if I did see it, I didn't act upon it. Lesson learned, note taken. If people don't like the word lesson, note taken. Okay? That way I don't repeat this same mistake. Okay? Because we do make mistakes, and mistakes is a part of the process. Okay? All All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, my name is Goddess Tiffany Rose. Please follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Goddess Tiffany Rose. Also rate, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment and let me know what you think of the video. I look forward to seeing you again for your next 7-day reading, and go out there and create something, Aquarius. I'm looking forward to seeing what you produce. Take care.